Oh yeah. There we go. We're rocking some points. Morning, everybody. We are heading into the barn and we're going to work on a game that's been sitting in my garage gathering dust for about 5 years. 4 years? It's been a while. 5 years or 4 years. It's Reactor. Yep, it's Reactor. We are going to get this bad boy working in some form today. This is nothing exciting and nothing new I've done here on this channel, but I take my sander and I will gently hit the inside of this cabinet. Then I'll take my leaf blower and I will blow all the debris out. I will go and do a little cleanup also on the monitor and maybe some of the wood, but this game is actually gonna, you know, we're gonna play this game. It's gonna be a player's game and we're gonna get this as clean as we can. Take this out. I'm gonna clean everything up the best I can. Let's see if I can get this out. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect. I'm gonna use, it's 220 grit. It's my Black & Decker mouse sander. And I'm just gonna like gently hit the bottom down That is how you clean the inside of an arcade game. I do a couple other things though, but I will definitely get some Windex and I will clean all this stuff up. I will clean that here, and then I will eventually down the road I will paint this. There's a little rust on it, but yeah, I love this game. I can't wait to have it playable. But these are all the original boards. They look really clean. And I'm betting if I put a power supply on this, it might even work. And we got the monitor here. We're gonna clean the monitor up. And awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. You got a very clean reactor at the bottom. Like I said, you could definitely see the water damage there. And as I flip around here to this side, you could see right here, you can see how damaged that is. I don't know. I might have to do some Bondo here on that corner, but the artwork is really in nice shape. One of the things I've been doing a lot over the last 5 years is they sell these magic eraser sponge cleaners, and they're fantastic for getting off dirt that you really can't get with Windex or like a cabinet type cleaner. But I use these to get a variety of hard to get dirt off of here. So, or a lot of times I would use Simple Green, but Simple Green got me sick one time. The fumes from Simple Green kind of took me down for a couple of days. I got really sick. So I would highly recommend using these magic erasers. They do wonders on nicks and marks, and I might be able to get this. See, look at that mark. That mark came right off. And I know, like I said, I know this isn't new in the box or a new restore, but yeah, that looks pretty cool. So right now I'm gonna piece the reactor back together, get it buttoned up here, gonna take it back inside and let it sit for an hour or two, and then I'm gonna install the new electronics while keeping the wiring and stuff all in position. I'm not gonna take anything out. I'm gonna leave it all normal, and then I'm gonna put over here the new electronics, a new power supply, a new wiring harness that will attach right here to the monitor. I actually figured out the horizontal sync issue, so that's cool. I'll kind of share that with you. And yeah, here's something kind of neat with these old games. They have their serial numbers and original tags, so that's kind of cool. It says Master Electronics Reactor GV100, which is kind of neat. So I love it. I love the history of these games. I love just restoring them to a certain degree. Yeah, you could see that's what was catching fire, burning and smelling. This power supply's definitely not in good shape, but all right. Here's something kind of cool, everybody. So right above the marquee, they would actually put the serial number of the game. So it looks like, if you can see, mine says 00349. So this is Reactor 349. They didn't make a ton of these. These are very highly collectible and tough to find. The package has arrived from Amazon. I bought some DuPont wires, and these DuPont wires are what is used on a PC build, and I'll show you what they look like. The reason why I'm going to use these DuPont wires are they have these little teeny connectors, and they're a perfect match. They're a perfect match for the Mylstar FPGA board. Now, what I have to do is, on the top left corner, there's a little area here. That's where the trackball harness goes. You can't use the trackball harness from a standard Jamma wiring kit. You have to kind of construct your own. So I use these DuPont wires, as you can see right here, created a connector. This will allow my trackball to operate with the Mylstar FPGA. So I will leave a link below on where to get these DuPont wires. It's really cool. So right now, let's head back over to the cabinet and let's get this reactor activated. Here we are inside the reactor cabinet. And as you can see, I've reinstalled the Mylstar FPGA Jamma board. I created my own wiring harness that you hook up to this board for the trackball. I went the long way. Let me cut over to the website. This is the Arcade Shop website. They do sell a harness that hooks into the Jamma board and it goes right into the trackball. So the issue with that though is you're still gonna need the +5 power to the trackball if you're using a HAP trackball, which I am using. So check out arcadeshop.com. They have everything you need. So let me take you up to the control panel. I did some special lighting mods to help us light this control panel. Okay, so we got the control panel reinstalled, and what I've done is I've done some modifications, and I've actually got some LED lights installed on the buttons, on the translucent buttons. So let me pop this open and I'll show you just what I accomplished here. on this. So what I did was I installed a step-down device that I got from Amazon, and it converts the 12 volts to 6 volts, which will safely light these lights. So I did a little consult with my good friend Frank. That's Frank Lindenmuth. He's from TNT fame, and he's got a website. It's called No Quarters Arcade. Contact Frank. He's amazing. And he helped me with some information on the lighting for this control panel. But yep, I put a 12 volt to 6 volt down converter, a little box on I got from Amazon. So this is cool. So right now we're gonna button up the game. We're gonna move it into its spot, and then we're gonna do a direct capture of the Reactor gameplay and menu settings. So let's do this. As you can see, everybody, we have Reactor all fired up. It looks good. It's functioning as it should. And before we get started, I thought I would give you a little walkthrough of the dashboard. So right there, we have the game screen, and that's a direct capture. Right here, we have camera 1. Right below me here, we have the channel information box. It shows my channel, and it shows that I have social platforms. We're on Twitch, we're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we're on Instagram. And all the way at the bottom right, we have an informational video. This actually shows some highlights of some of the restoration of Reactor. It also gives you some details of Reactor itself. So we got some really great things here on this dashboard. Oh, also on this dashboard, right below the game screen, right down there, is the marquee. It's the now playing marquee. So anytime I do a live stream or a video similar to this, you will see that marquee somewhere on the screen that lets you know we're playing Reactor. Reactor was released by Gottlieb in 1982. This game was designed by Tim Skelly, and you might recognize that name because Tim Skelly also designed some amazing vector classics such as Star Castle, Solar Quest, Sundance, Ripoff, and a lot of other great games for Cinematronics. So something very legendary about this game is by its sound design, and the sound design was done by David Thiel. He has done a lot of games for Gottlieb and many others, Stern. He's doing a lot of pinball stuff now from what I understand. But what is cool about Reactor is if you hit one of the buttons, it has this killer attract sound. It's like a guitar, bass kind of greatness. So I'm going to be quiet and I'm going to let it play for a second. Here we go. You ready? So what's cool about this attract mode, not only is the music incredible, but this also shows you how to play the game. It gives you very detailed descriptions on how to play Reactor, which we will go over during our review of this. Okay, without further delay, I thought I would share some of the features of the FPGA. So what I'm going to do first is inside the cabinet, I'm going to hit the switch, and as you can see, this takes you to the test mode. So by hitting the button in here, like I said, I actually did a really cool upgrade to this game. I did not harm any of the wiring. I left all the wiring intact. But I did add a new 20 amp power supply. This is running off the FPGA by the Mylstar FPGA. There's also a brand new Jamma harness I got from Arcade Shop, which has some switches. And if you hit the button, you can select the test that you'd like to do. So basically, one of the big ones that I needed to do was the trackball test. So you can see here that you can conduct all the tests you need for the buttons and the trackball. That's a big deal. So let's see, let me get out of this one. So if you hit the 1 and 2 player buttons and hold them down, it'll go to the, this will go to the Mylstar setup screen and menu. Actually, you can select the game here. So if you hit the second button, the 2 player button, it selects the option. So I'm going to hit setup. And right here, you can see I'm running Mylstar version 1.04, and it's cut my screen off a little bit. But this lets me do all kinds of stuff. So right now, like I'm going to go into system setup. So it shows you can boot right to Reactor. You can. It's got stuff like hold for menu. You got the screensaver. You can do Well, for this one, you want to turn it to trackball, and you want to enable the trackball. A lot of other cool things here, so let me exit this one. So let's see, it's got some other cool setups here. So I go to game setup, and this also talks about I can do a fast boot. You can do the Reactor high score save options. Let's see, what else does it have? Something kind of neat about this one is, let me show you right here. So if you go to speech frequency adjustment, you can adjust the speed of the voice. Reactor, Qbert, they have vocals. So you can actually speed up the frequency of the vocals. Then you can also adjust the speed volume or the speech volume for this game. And that's a really cool effect. It's got a spinner delay select and a couple other things. So let me get out of this. Let's go to switch test real quick. So we want to make sure all our buttons are working. So 1 player, 2 player, all working. Trackball, you can see it as I hit the trackball. You can see the X and Y is reading numbers. So that means the trackball is working great. You can go to a monitor test. That's kind of cool. It's always good to see monitor test. All right, next up is the game enable menu. So I'm going to hit the 1 player button. So this is a great option because if you don't want specific games to be played on your FPGA, you can actually turn them on and off. I'm just going to leave them all on because I'm going to boot right to Reactor. So I'm going to go, as you can see, it's got some great games on here. Screw Loose is something I want to build. I actually want to put together a great... Okay, so let's go. You can also do system update right there, and you can also load game ROMs just in case there's any updates. So right now, let's go to exit, and let's relaunch. Let's relaunch Reactor. Now, like I said, when I shut the game off, I've got it set up to boot right to Reactor. So let's do this. So I'm going to hit Reactor. All right, everybody, without further delay, let's fire up some Reactor. Now, I've already put some scores on this game, and I'm learning how to play. So here we go. So you got to pay attention right off the bat, because these enemies will knock you into the wall. And you can see that the Reactor Core grows as the level progresses. So your the buttons that you have at your disposal here. Ooh, there we go. We got the chamber activated. So you have the decoy button and you have the energy button. The energy button helps you throw the enemies into the walls and kind of guide you where you want to go. So let's see. I'm going to try to get the core. Let me see if I can get the... Let me hit the rods here. Get the core lower. Okay. Something really cool is if you can see at the top left of the screen, it shows bonus. And you can run that bonus up pretty high. Let's see if I can... Oh yeah, there we go. So I got that one trapped in the chamber, and it's running my bonus up. But also, you got to be careful. There you go. Yeah, we're rocking this out. So like I said, the voices, after each level, the voices tell you how many enemies you have. It actually talks during the round too. There you go. I hit all the control rods and knocked the, and cooled down the reactor core and gave myself some time. Let's see. One thing I want to try to do, use the decoy. You can actually, the decoy actually sends the enemies over to it. I want to see if I can, let's see if I can get the, let me see if I can go in there. Let's see if I can get him in the, there you go. That was cool. That was cool. So I used the decoy to trap some of the enemies. Oh, it's still there. Oh yeah, there you go. Oh yeah. Let's see if we can get the react. That was cool. Also, I kind of set it on a little easier level. Oh, I'm in trouble. Whoa. Got a good score going here. Let's see if I can get my guy back in there. Hot dog. We're rocking it out, everybody. So I got 3 guys left still, because I got an extra guy. Let's see if I can get guy. Oh, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Rocking some bonus points. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Oh. Ooh. So you get an extra guy every 10,000 points. That's how I set it up, but you guys can set it up differently in your menu options if you like. So I got all the rods, but the round's over. Let's see if I can get my decoy back in there again. Oof. I got whacked. Oof. I'm gonna try to get my decoy back in the chamber. Let's see what I can do here.
Chamber activated. 32.
I'm gonna clear this round because there's another screen I want to show you if I can get to it. So it says I got 16 left. I got 8 left. Oh yeah, I got it. So literally, I'm getting to another screen. So for this reactor core, you'll see it's different. So in this reactor core, I cannot touch that core or I get killed. So I got to stay away from the center. It's a little different. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. There we go. We're rocking some points. Oh yeah. See if I can get a high score. I think I got on the board for sure. Oh, see, I hit the center. So it killed me. Usually you just bounce off the reactor core, but when you get to that level, it doesn't do that. Let's see. Let's see. Oh. Oh. Okay, I got the high score. All right, so there you go. You have Reactor. That is the Mylstar FPGA version of Reactor. And check out arcadeshop.com. They get them in from time to time. They're low on stock, but if you can grab one, I highly recommend it. Also, don't forget to check out my MiSTerCade build series. We've got a lot of great videos coming up on the MiSTerCade build series. We are actually coming to you from MiSTerCade. We're going to do some live streams with Reactor and some pinball stuff. And I'll see you next time on Arcade Hollywood. All right, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Arcade Hollywood. Check out Arcade Shop's website for all things arcade and pinball. This is a great resource for restoring your games, so go to www.arcadeshop.com shop.arcadeshop.com. I will have a link in the description below. Once again, a huge shout out to Mike Miller and his band Origami for all the amazing music for this channel. Check out the link below to explore the Origami music catalog. Coming soon to Arcade Hollywood, we will have the Cinestar FPGA upgrade, more Barncade build series videos, and the Pinbot LED mod episode. Check us out on a variety of social platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we will also be ramping up our live stream channel on Twitch. Please email me with any questions or comments at discohollywood1@gmail.com. This does it for another episode of Arcade Hollywood. Please like and subscribe.